Well, well, well. You couldn't live with your shitty console games, so it brought you back to me, your dungeon master. Now, roll for initiative. Now, you might be asking why I'm wearing my John Wayne Gacy glasses, and that's because your mother says she won't drive me to the eye doctor till I make her squirt all over your Ninja Turtles bed sheets. Anyways, Baldur's Gate has finally came out for pleb consoles, so I'll show you on the PC here the finer details of character creation. Now, Baldur's Gate is a game made for Chad Alpha Gamers by Chad Alpha Gamers. None of that bullshit Madden every year game. This game was in early access for about 3 years. So we'll go ahead and make a new game here. Get ready to change your fucking britches. You get 3 options at the start. Explorer. This is for your girlfriend that lives in Canada who only wants to see the story. Balance, this is for you plebs that have never played this game before. And Tactician, this is for all of you veterans of Shadows of Elm and Neverwinter and Divinity and every other PC RPG, not you losers. Now, once you enter character creation, the first thing you're offered is to make an archetype character. The origin characters, if you will, are the plot characters from the game. You have homoerotic vampire, angry frog face girl, guy that sucks, hot emo goth girlfriend, other guy that sucks, big red mommy, or the dark urge. That's the same thing when you get confused on Pornhub late at night. You also have the option to make a custom character. You should always make a custom character. They're the best. Now, with your own custom origin, you can pick your race. The races of the Forgotten Realms are very diverse. As you can see, there are 3 different varieties of elf plus sub-elves. Isn't that great for all you Legolas wannabes, nerds? You have tieflings, people of demonic ancestry. These are for people that watch The Crow too many times and want to be a little edgier. You have drow elves. If you knew who Dristo Durin was, you'd be really excited about this. For everybody else, this is just an extra emo evil elf. Dumb. You have humans because you're basic and sad. You failed at character creation. I don't know what to tell you. It's a fantasy game. Fantasize. Be a big titty goth girl of something other than human. You have Geth Yankee, who are, I don't know, some fucking weird races they always bring up for this shit. They're extra-dimensional, frog-faced loser folk. You can play one if you want. You could also be a lady. Ooh. Next up, you have dwarves. Known for their durable and unyielding homes of stone, dwarves are some of the finest warriors, miners, and smiths of Faerun. They're also just short guys with beards. Get a little more fucking creative. Next, we have half-elves. For when you want the, I swear to God, I'm the protagonist of being an elf, and also the lameness of being a human. Next up, you have halfling. This ugly little fucker makes you think that you're playing Lord of the Rings. You're not playing the fucking Lord of the Rings. Halflings should not exist, and they're an abomination unto the Forgotten Realms. Small, clever, energetic, and giant pieces of shit. Here's a fucking gnome. What's the difference? About 40 pounds of body fat, I guess. Now we get to the best races you can be. First, you have Dragonborn. Look at that fucking dragon man, or dragon person, or dragon, whatever pronouns you prefer. Be a fucking dragon. Finally, the other best race, A1, AB, whatever you want to fucking say, half-orc. Because you want to be a fucking giant warrior orc in a fantasy world, not some fucking stupid fat piece of shit little halfling. Looks like Ted Cruz. Hate him. Now, once you select dwarf, what? Yeah, dwarfs rule. You can then edit your appearance. There's many options. There's many different varieties of skin tones. You can pick whatever gender you wish. It's 2023. Don't be a piece of shit. Pick a voice that fits your character. Skin tones out the wazoo. You can see any skin color you want. I'm going to be a green fucking dwarf because I fucking can. Now, once you made the ugly green man with a skull face of your dreams, you can pick a sub-race. I don't really know. There's 3 different kinds of dwarves. They give you slightly different abilities. Pick whichever one seems fucking cool. It's your guy. Anyways, I got confused and made an elf again. Let's talk about classes. The first class we're talking about is Barbarian. You're not gonna be a fucking elf barbarian. You're gonna be a big fucking strong orc, and your action is rage. All you are is angry, and when you're a giant orc, that's the best fucking thing you can be. Barbarian's top tier, really good melee fighter. 10 out of 10. Next up is Bard. Bard is a jack of all trades and a jack off of all. Bard is when you are so fucking horny you have to delete your search history for fear that you might die and your family will find out what kind of shit you're into. Bards are good at magic, healing, talking, and trying to have sex with NPCs, and that's cool. Next up, you have Cleric. Cleric is like a fucking bonus class. We force the person we don't like or the person that knows the game best to play a Cleric. So you might as well be a fucking halfling too, because everybody needs you, but they hate you. That's another fucking class, I don't know. Next up is Druid. Druid has some of the healing powers of Cleric and Bards with the ability to turn into animals. So you can try and have sex with NPCs while being a bear. And that sounds cool, right? Certainly not first, but the worst is Fighter. Fighter is the most basic class, so just be a human and be lame as well. Fighter is good at fighting, they have an action surge to do extra abilities, and in general are a good class for beginners, noobs, and other little bitch boys. Next up, in our game of Western fantasy, you have successfully picked the Eastern fighting archetype. Please kill yourself. And while you're killing yourself, just be the extra-dimensional frogman, because nobody really likes you. Go find the halfling cleric and walk off a cliff together. An absolute masterclass, a paladin. If you want to be what the conservative right wish they would be, you have your hammer, your holy powers, and also be a fucking dragon man so you can breathe some fire. Paladins are excellent fighters and decent healers and really good at dealing combat damage. Paladins are definitely helpful to every group. And the most boring classes in the game that they continue to fuck up, so you might as well just pick, I don't know, half-elf. We have Ranger. Ranger is unfortunately mostly an archer archetype, but they're pretty good at it. They could also maybe get an animal friend and have some spells from being a half-elf. Ranger's sad. I would not recommend it. And when you pick a fucking gnome, make sure to pick a terrible class that the whole party will hate as well, and that's a rogue. You're good at sneaking, disarming traps, and generally screwing over the whole party while looking for treasure. You can also sneak attack, which is fun. Wait for your friends to get in close combat, and then stab enemies and tell people how good your character is. We hate you. I'll try and do the magic arcane casters in a different order. First, we have the wizard. Wizards read books to learn to cast spells. They're fucking nerds. We'll go to be a human, I guess. Next up, we have sorcerers. Sorcerers are charismatic and innate spellcasters. They are powerful and unpredictable. And finally, we have warlocks, who are horny for power, so get it however they can, whether that be demon, devil, or tentacle beast. That's always fun.